What's up, goodies? This is your girl, Juliana, aka Life is Juliana, and your girl is back with another story time video. I know some love the story time video, them now. So, this is going to be a Duppy story. So, please, y'all, don't let your children watch this, okay? Period. No, this Duppy story happened here in the US, right? It happened a couple of years ago. I would say maybe about 2008. 2008, I was living in Atlanta and I just got my first CNA job. Y'all don't know that your girl was a CNA, but yeah, that was my very first CNA job. I did get my CNA license here in Georgia. I'm going to start to work as a certified licensed CNA. So anyway, there was this client that the agency gave me. He was very nice. I'm a man, but he was like totally bedridden. Had a couple of strokes and then he was totally bedridden. But I wanted the nicest client you could have ever find. Very sweet, very calm. Him not getting no trouble. Him just nice and kind and sweet. But anyway, this particular day, I'm usually going like in the morning and like about 7 or so, from 7 to like 5 or from 7 to like 6. So I already got there, give him regular shower in the morning, give him breakfast, and then usually after breakfast and take a nap. And then after him take a nap, we will like go ahead and start doing laundry or doing a little bit of cleaning up or whatever the case is, right? Because this is in-home care that I'm doing. So anyway, him wake up and everything, we take him out of the bed with the Hoyer lift, put him in the living room and he was there chilling watching TV. The living room, it was like the apartment that we were really separated by walls, so him being in the living room couldn't really see me into the kitchen. But I know that he was okay because he can't move it or me move him. Okay. So I was in the side say me I go to the kitchen go start fixing him lunch because him did love my cooking because him always say, I need to have a restaurant. You cook so good. Alright, that was one of the initials right there. So anyway, I decided to go to the kitchen and started to fix him a nice little lunch, something that could take him over into dinner time. When him nephew come home, because I would be home with him by myself until his nephew would get home. So him never would go ahead and just give him whatever I fixed for dinner. So I'm making basically lunch and for dinner for later. Any hoops, y'all. So now I decided to go to the kitchen. The kitchen right next door to the kitchen was the washroom. So the laundry is going and I'm in the kitchen and I'm fixing lunch and getting dinner prepped for later. So while I'm there, I hear the TV run, I hear the washer run, of course. But then I kind of felt, probably about, I'll say probably 5 minutes in, may feel like somebody was standing or walking behind me. But first, I heard something drop, but I'm saying to myself, maybe it's something dropping at the laundry room because I know that him can't drop nothing because him cannot move anything unless I move him. So I heard something drop. I didn't really pay no attention. I kind of slightly looked, but I just kept on going what I was doing. And then suddenly I kind of felt like someone was standing directly behind me. And then me kind of feel funny, like wanted to turn around to see what was behind me, but kind of scared to turn around, not kind of fearful of maybe seeing something that was behind me. But in my head, I'm like, the only person that's home is just me and him, me and Mr. Marshall. Mr. Marshall was his name, and that is his real name, y'all. I'm not making up no names. This is his real name, Mr. Marshall. So me and Mr. Marshall home alone, door locked. Nobody can come in or out because we are locked in. So I'm like, there's something behind me. So I'm going to get the courage now to kind of turn around, and there was nothing behind me. So I was like, okay, that's my mind. I play tricks for me. My ears probably play tricks for me because the house is so quiet because we're home alone. And then I continued to fix the meal at the sink, turn back my face back to the sink and start cutting up the meat and the vegetables and stuff. And then again, I felt something again standing behind me. But this time around, though, I know that whatever was behind me was walking towards me. because now I feel the hair on my skin started to kind of get, funny, like with hair on my skin just stand up straight. And I feel my body start to go, like I make a little feeling like, like a little electric. I don't know how to describe it to nobody, but at some feel when time evil come near me. Evil in a real life or evil in a spirit, anytime them evil that come near me, that's all my body feel. Like electric, y'all, like electric, okay? Then I'm like, oh my God, something is definitely behind me. So me turn off the water, the running water, the water was running. So I turned the water off and I just stood at the sink, frozen. Cause now me feel like me can't move. After me turn off the running water, that was it. My hand can't move, my foot can't move, my body can't move. Whatever was behind me was having me couldn't move. Me frozen, frozen, stand up there stuck. I'm Misha Marshall sitting up at the top of them aisle if I watch TV same and me frozen, can't move, goody. So anyway, suddenly me just feel something grab me from behind. Something was actually hugging me from behind, holding me from behind. And I was wrestling with whatever it is that was holding me from around the waist, hugging onto my body. I could have feel the person. The person was definitely a man that was holding on to me. I could actually feel the strength of the man. If it was a woman, I could have wrestled the woman and take control. But this person was actually stronger than I was. I could have feel the hands and the person entire body just wrapped around my upper part of my body, and I got the courage to just flash and just say, like me, I said, let me go. And the person just released me. I felt when the person just released me, when I flashed, I could have felt the person release me. And the way that I flashed and kind of shaped my body, you could have hear like something fell on the ground, like the sound of a person would fall, literally, boom, boom, on the ground on the right hand side of me. And good, let me tell you something. When I looked on the ground, there was nothing on the ground, but you could hear the sound. The sound of the person falling was so loud to the point where my client was in the living room watching TV. The TV was on, and he was able to say, "Are you okay? I hear something fall." That's how loud the tumble was. The man was like, "Are you okay?" And at this time now, me run up to the front room now. I remember him can't save me because him in an oil leaf. Him mine is still there and everything else, but him had three strokes, so him like totally can't move, but him can able to talk and see and everything. And he was asking me if I was okay. Let me tell you something, I was terrified. I was terrified. I couldn't even tell him exactly right away. All I know is that me left the kitchen, went and sat right beside him in the chair that was next to the Hoya lift. And I sat there and I did not move from that chair until when him nephew come back. And that was almost when me near for leave. As a matter of fact, I did text him and say if him can get home a little earlier than normal. And him say, okay. Him say, what's wrong? I said, nothing, man. Just try to see if he can make it home a little bit earlier. I never want to tell him what happened. I just tell him, say, Lion said me not feel good. And then when he came back, him come back maybe about an hour earlier than normal time that him normally come to release me. And him come and him see me look terrified. And his uncle was still sitting in the oil lift. So him say, usually when him come home, uncle in the oil lift already and him eat him lunch and him eating dinner. This time good, me not make him eat no lunch, me not fix up nothing for no dinner no nothing because me decide say me not go back in the kitchen because whatever the kitchen still in there. And him coming and ask me if I'm alright, and I tell him exactly what happened. And he said to me, explain what happened, what really happened. I'm gonna tell him exactly what happened. And he said that was his nephew. His nephew had gotten shot up I don't know if it's in some gang or whatever the case is, but him say his nephew got shot up. He was like maybe like 21. Got shot up really bad, and he died out at the front door. That's where he got shot up. The guys come and shot him right outside the apartment, and that's where he died. And obviously his spirit is still lingering in the house. He even went on to tell me that all the other home care workers that came to take care of the uncle, they all left because them had either the same experience or similar experience. Them would have things like them put on all them key, and when them ready for all go home, them can't find them key, or them can't find them bag, or them can't find something, or they would see things on the corner of them eyes, or they would hear things falling on the floor. And then suddenly now the uncle now decided, Mr. Marshall decided to open up, and him start to say to me, so, yo, why you never tell me? Why didn't, because he's American, him say, why didn't you tell me what had happened? So I said, no, I never want to tell you what happened because I never want to feel worried or nervous or nothing. And him say, I always see him passing, like when I'm in my room laying down, I see him passing all the time, going back and forth, because his room was directly across from mine. Me say, oh my goodness, me tell you something, as much as me did love the man goody, as much as them was such a nice set of people, me have to give in that home care job. Me call the agency and tell them, say, find me one other case because I never do go back there. So that Duppy story is another terrifying Duppy story that I had to share it with you guys. But anywho, this is where this one ends. I have so many other stories to tell you guys. I haven't bring a Duppy story phone for a long time, or any story time rather, and I have so many story times to tell. Just make sure that you guys are thumbs up the videos when I do upload them. Just share it, y'all. Tell a friend to also tell a friend. I hope that you did in fact kind of love this one. For sure. I know some I haven't been uploading as much as I usually, y'all. That's because I have my hands full doing a lot of other things. But I'm going to really try to start uploading more frequently on this channel. And again, to everyone that has remained subscribed to the channel, I do appreciate you guys. Thanks for not unsubscribing to the channel. And for those that has subscribed, even though I'm not uploading, maybe you subscribe because you maybe saw a particular video and you liked it and you decided to subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for not unsubscribing even when you realize that I wasn't being consistent. I do appreciate you guys. And again, just thank you for being here. Thank you for just being a part of the crew. All right, I love you guys. Thanks again for subscribing. Thanks for loving me and stand for sticking around, and I hope you did enjoy this story time. Many more to come. I will see you in my next video. Until then, peace, love, and soul. See you later. Bye.